Hey, you know, some things that I actually should add, and maybe we'll call this intro part 2, is that the things that I do care to discuss with you guys, there's a lot of different fields. There's a lot of different things that I'm into. Like, and I'll give you an example. I do podcasting. I love doing podcasting mainly because I've always wanted to do that to try to help others, basically to be a positive influence for people, because there's so many, let's be honest, there's so much negativity everywhere in the world. There's no shortage of it. Turn on the news, turn on social media, turn on anything. Talk to your friend over a keyboard. They're bound to be insulting, right? There's all kinds of negativity that's going to come your way from everything in life. Life is there to, I don't want to say it's there to beat you down, but it will easily beat you down if you let it. So I'm trying to help people find not only confidence within themselves, but positivity and happiness in their lives. My podcast is all about trying to help you feel better about you, feel better about your life. This isn't just some motivational rah-rah, let's get up and go, guys. It's not like that. I just want you to understand the basic foundations of everything in your life that make it actually worth living. Things that I want to help you figure out what will make you happy. You know what I mean? What will make you make yourself happy? Like, if you're looking for it from outside, if you're looking for it from somebody else or from something else, like maybe if I get more money, a bigger house, a nicer car, whatever, you are going to fail. You are going to be unhappy because and here is the exact reason why, the biggest reason why things like items will not make you happy. Every single thing you've ever bought in your life, think about this. Every single thing that you've ever bought in your life that's at least 5 years old or older, right? You don't care about them as much as you did when you first got them. Nothing. Whether it's a car, a house. Listen, when I first bought my house, it was the very first house I ever owned. I'm still in it. I love it and all that. It's nice. I have zero interest in trying to move. If I made millions of dollars, maybe I'd look for a better house. I don't know. But the thing is, when I bought that house, it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I was so extremely happy. The first day I walked in, the first time I walked in when it was my home, it was so awesome and I loved it. I do not feel that exact same passion for that house that I did 11, 12 years ago, whatever it was now. That doesn't mean I don't love my house, and it doesn't mean I don't care. But you just don't love the items the same way you did when you first bought them. And this is why it's extremely important not to put all of your passion and love and happiness into a dollar amount. There is not one billionaire on the planet that does not want to make more money. Every single human being on the planet wants more money. It does not matter how much money you get. You always want more of it because it will provide more opportunities to buy more stuff. The problem is stuff will never make you happy. It does not make you happy. It will make you temporarily happy. When you buy a brand new car, that first day, it's the greatest car you've ever had. The second year of owning it, you're like, yeah, I really like this car still. But you do not feel the exact same way you did when you first bought it. And this goes with everything. Think about this. If you're a video gamer, we all know this experience. When Nintendo first came out and I got it, I was so happy. If you had a Nintendo sitting in front of me right now, you might have to pay me to play it. No, I'm just kidding. I would probably play it for fun, but for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe an hour, and then I would be done with it for another 5 years. I don't care about Nintendo the same way I did when I first bought it. Same thing with Sega Genesis. Same thing with PlayStation 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You know, like, these things get old. Items get old. If you bought a brand new, if your favorite car was a BMW or a Ferrari, you bought a Ferrari today. In 10 years from now, that Ferrari is not going to matter to you the same way it did the day you bought it. And this is extremely important to understand because so many people care and make all of their decisions built around finding and getting more money so I can buy more stuff and go on more trips and buy this and own this and show people I have this. It's all about flexing for society. When people buy a nice fancy Rolex, that Rolex tells time exactly the same way as a Casio, right? Or I don't even know what the cheap watch company is now anymore. That's from back in the 80s and 90s. But anyway, maybe they still exist. Couldn't tell you. But you buy a brand new high-def TV, 60-inch, 4K, does it all. In 10 years from now, you're like, man, that's an old 4K TV. That's ancient. So this is the point, guys. Find what actually makes you happy. What are you doing every day of your life for free? What do you want to do every day of your life for free? If nobody is willing to offer you anything at all, what are you still going to be doing? What are you still going to wake up every day and be like, man, I cannot wait to do this for free. You know, when I was younger, video games is all I wanted to do. It's all I wanted to do. I rarely play video games now just because I'm an adult. Not because I'm an adult. I don't want to say adults don't play video games. Of course, I still love to play video games. Don't get it wrong. I love video games. I just don't have the time anymore because I have other things that I have to get done or other things that I'm interested in. And I know video games slows down the process of me getting better at these other things. That's not to say that you should give up video games. If you are really good and that is your favorite thing on earth to do, all I'm saying is keep doing it, but why don't you videotape yourself doing it? Why don't you put it up on Twitch or, what is it, Mixer, maybe? I don't know, whatever. But why don't you videotape yourself doing it because you love to do it anyway. You're going to do it for free. But maybe if you put that out there to the world, maybe somebody else really enjoys watching you play. Maybe you have something to bring to the table, like your knowledge, your skill, your humor, your entertainment value, whatever that is. You have something to offer others that will allow you to make money off of that. And I'm not saying to do it for the money. I'm saying if you love it and you're going to do it for free anyway, why not at least attempt to make a living doing what you love to do for free? If you love getting up in front of people and speaking, why not try to get yourself involved in a public speaking gig? Maybe if you have to go to school for it and you have to take classes, maybe you know somebody. Maybe you just start DMing people that are public speakers and say, hey, listen, I would really love to be involved in this. I would love to intern for you. I just really like speaking like what I know to be true to the world. And it's really that simple, guys. If you really like doing something for free, try to figure out a way to monetize that just so you can make a living off of it, not so you can get rich and buy cool stuff that's going to get old in 10 years. Do it because you love it and because you need to make a living. You can't live for free forever. You need to get out there and make some kind of, you need to provide for yourself and your family or whoever. So all I'm saying is I just try to make people find what makes them happy. Try to get them on the right path so they can be happier people. I'm tired of seeing kids be so depressed. Kids who literally just like to have fun for their entire day. I was like this too. Every minute of my day was built around how can I have fun today? But there's so many kids nowadays that are just depressed, miserable. The suicide rates are higher now than ever. So these are by kids that are living in a privileged society. It's because they got the wrong stuff going on in their head. They're hearing the wrong information. They're valuing the wrong things. And I just want to help fix that in any way, shape, or form I can. If I can help one kid get better, I'm in. That's what I care about. So I would like to help as many as possible. That would be better. But the point is, guys, I care about helping people. I care about a lot of different things, though, and I want to talk to more people about it. It's not just that is my passion. That's what started my podcast. What also means a lot to me, or things that I'm at least interested in, I don't want to say, but I'm starting to get really into understanding crypto. I'm not trying to sell nobody anything. I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I'm just telling you, I have started researching more about crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, all these different things, and I think it's fascinating stuff. I just think that that's the direction the future is going. So I like discussing these things. I like talking about these. I want to get your ideas, your opinions on these. These things are very, I don't want to say they're important, but at the same time, I do think that this is the way the world is going, and I just want to understand as much of it as possible now, because when I was younger, I didn't care to get involved into computers when everyone else was, and then I was behind the 8 ball on that. Same thing happened with stocks. Same thing happened with YouTube content creation. Same thing happened with podcasting. I was late to so many parties because I didn't want to pay attention early. Now I do. And it's not because a FOMO thing, fear of missing out. It's not because of that. It's just I genuinely like seeing where the world is headed. I like people. I think I understand people pretty well. And I see that this is the direction it's going. And it's very intriguing to me. So I just like to know about it. And I'd like asking you guys, what do you know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Do you care? If not, okay, that's cool too. We don't have to talk about that. But also, I do a lot of sports card trading now. I wasn't doing this when I was a child. I did it all the time, every day for years. Then as times went on, as I got a little bit older, the stock or the sports card market, the trading card market kind of fell apart because companies started overproducing. So there was really no relevance to it. There was really no reason to keep doing it. And now that it's starting to become a thing again, and I've always been interested in, I've always liked it, I'm starting to do it more often because it's becoming they've found a way to fix that problem. And as long as that problem is fixed and they don't recreate it, it'll be good and I can like it again. So I like talking about sports card stuff and trading and buying and flipping and collecting. I love doing all of it. Investing, collecting, flipping. I do it all. I also really, if you know me on TikTok at all, I put out a lot of Christian and God content. Just the idea about God and how I think it's very obvious that he's real, but I can't physically hand him to you or hand you an item that says made by God, right? You know, so I think that these topics and issues are very, not only important, but they're just entertaining. They're intriguing. I just like the discussion. I like talking about a lot of different things with people. And now I feel like I've been rambling for about 10, 15 minutes now, but the point is, there's a lot of things that I care to discuss on my YouTube channel. I'm not just going to be a Bitcoin guy. I'm not just going to be a Christian guy. I'm not just going to be a sports card guy. I'm not just going to be a podcast or a self-help or a motivational speaker. None of those things. Like, I like doing it all and I like communicating with people. I just want to help. If you're interested in any of these things, I'm more than happy to talk. I love it. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, please follow. And there's more. There's science stuff, history. I like talking about a lot of stuff, guys. So all I'm trying to say is my channel is not good. I don't want to make it just a cluttered mess of randomness, but at the same time, I'm into a lot of different things. And I don't want to just limit myself to talking about one thing. I don't want to be the crypto guy, the Christian guy, the science guy, the sports card guy. I don't want to be the one, I don't want one thing to be my thing. I like a lot of things, but mainly I just like communicating with you guys, talking, discussing these things. If you agree, disagree, doesn't faze me at all. Criticism, the insults, the hate. This is another thing. I love trying to help people figure this part out, because this is the last thing I'll wrap up with this. So many people do not understand how to deal with negativity and the hate that comes your way. So many people, because you're on a keyboard, will just bop, 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 you're stupid, I hate you, you're ugly, you can't read good. They'll say all kinds of stuff. And the point is, none of it matters. Who are they? You know, that's the thing. I'm not saying that if you comment on my video, I don't care about you. What I'm saying is if all you're commenting is negativity and insults, I don't care about you. That's what I'm saying. No, I care about you. I want your life to get better. I think that people that comment negatively are broken inside. You don't consume somebody's content. You don't watch something and involve your life with them just to insult them when you're done. Unless you are seriously, like, something is hurting inside. And I mean that honestly. I'm not trying to take shots at anyone. I'm just saying in general, I would never watch your video and then comment, you're stupid, this guy's an idiot. I would never do something like that. Now, when I was 15, I would do it every day. If this kind of technology was like that when I was 15, I would have been like that because I was just not right in the head. You know, it was just a different time for me. But the point is, it's not beneficial to anybody. To leave a negative comment on somebody else's page shows who you are. It does not show what that person is. If I give you a bunch of information, and let's say all the information's true, but you comment that I'm an idiot or I'm stupid or whatever, why should I even care to listen? Why should I let that bother me? Well, if what I'm saying, even if it turns out later it's not true, but I really believe it, if I believe that I am correct and you believe you are correct and somebody else tells you you're stupid for believing what you believe is correct, why would you care what they have to say? That person is clearly not right in the head. Anybody who is going to spend that kind of time consuming somebody else's content just to drop a negative insult is clearly not okay. And we should be trying to do is help that person, not criticize them and just get in a Twitter battle back and forth that you're stupid. No, you're stupid. Well, you're ugly. Well, you're uglier. You shouldn't. That is not the answer, guys. So all I'm saying is, please ignore the negativity. It does not determine whether or not you're correct. It does not determine who you are as a person. It determines who they are as a person. Ignore it. Does not matter. Let it go. Water off the back. Water under the bridge, whatever. You know the sayings. Like Joe Biden says, you water over the thing. So that being said, guys, I love you so much. I know that this intro was 3 times longer than the last one, but I think it's important to get all these things out of the way, just so you know kind of what you're getting into if you decide to follow my channel. So I love you guys. Please do not hesitate to comment anything you want to. I don't even care if it's insulting. I'm just letting you know that if you comment something negative, That's more about you than it is me. So you can do it. Feel free to. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to call YouTube or whatever and be like, this guy hurt my feelings. I don't care. I just love you and I want you to get better, guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Let's do this.